Welcome back, everyone, to some more Crimson Desert. And today, we are going to wrap this up, regardless of where we end in the end of this. I've pretty much had my time with the game, and I'm about at that point where I'm ready to just see it through, or kind of wrap this playthrough up and move on to some other games. So, with that, tonight is a little bit different than the rest of my playthrough. Tonight, we've got some mods enabled to help with any encounters that we might have issues with, or, for example, the mission that I'm currently on, where we have to use the dragon. For a quick example, we got to call it in. If you fail to call it in, you have to wait 50 minutes in-game to be able to summon it back. And with that, we're not going to do all that. We're going to reduce that cooldown to pretty much nothing if we need to. In that situation, if we needed to actually reduce the cooldown, I have something that will enable us to speed time up in-game, so that way it'll be available sooner. And then any other potential issues we run into, maybe max stamina or whatever the case may be, we're going to go as far as we possibly can go tonight. And you'll see in a minute here, one of the missions, I'll probably try giving it a shot 2 or 3 times before we officially go into some modding of it. So this is kind of that warning up front. I haven't modded my entire playthrough up to this point. I've been watching some of them get added on Nexus and so on, and there's been a lot of really cool stuff. Some things like cosmetically, some things have been added for just changing skills and abilities that you can use, removing cooldowns, items, stacking higher, and so on. I think that this game long term is going to not only get a lot of support from the devs, hopefully, which I would love to see, but then also with a lot of these mods from the players, really adding in things that I think will drastically change or evolve the game. And tonight, we get to mess around with some of those, because I've been struggling with some of these bosses for a bit, and some of these missions ever since Chapter 9 have mechanically not been the best to experience, so we're just going to have fun. We're just going to see it through to the very end, or up until a point where we can't go any further, and then we got some other stuff we'll probably be checking out over the next few days. So I'm ready to have some fun, have a good time, and see where this all lands without going through any more painful moments. Which, speaking of painful, we almost have Pywel fully upgraded. Actually, if we look right over here, let me do one thing. Let me just start this. There we go. But yeah, if we look right over here, so Pywel is actually almost fully upgraded.
Put them to the test.
All we need now is this final, well, not final, I think there's like 2 more. But all we need now is about another 800 pieces of armor to be able to do this. So I do have to wait another like 15 hours in game. But we'll see. And that's one of those instances where I could, if I wanted to, I could bump it up right now and fast forward time for us to be able to do that, or obviously go to sleep again, but we're not going to do either. If anything, we're going to, let's see if we can deposit this. Okay, so that does give me armor. It only gives me 33 though. And that gives me 2. All right, so it's not really worth it. We got a lot of currency for our camp though. Hey, look at that, 155,000.
Once you have another load of trade goods, bring them right to me.
He's tired of struggling. I am. I'm ready to see this to the end. And then honestly, if they do updates and stuff or DLCs at that point, this game could be an entire different experience a year from now. So it might be worthy of doing another new playthrough at that point and see how much already within like the last 2 weeks, the game, because of the patches and updates it's received, has been a much better experience. So I could see it being something where, hey, you know, I'm playing another game and somebody comes in and says, hey, did you see this giant patch that Crimson Desert just got? It's an entire new game now. In that case, I would love to come back and replay it again, because there is some genuinely stuff here that with a little bit of tweaking and changes and mechanics adapting and everything, I think you do have something. It's just very much, it needs that time still, because the middle of the game with the gray mains and the camp and all of this right here, getting to know all these characters, that was my favorite part throughout the entire game. Getting to know, doing all these missions for them, and then of course their commissions as well. And that's not even tied to the main story. I had such a good time with all of those. So, with all that said, let's go ahead and give this mission a try, and then we'll see what happens. But it should be interesting. All right, we're calling in the Black Star. Here we go. Now we're going to go for it legitimately first. But I have some keybinds, you know, worst case, things don't work out here. I'm ready to have some fun tonight, you know? We're going to try taking out these guys first, because I did see if you take these out, it'll make life a lot easier. It is crazy that this thing has stamina like that. That's one of the first things I would personally get rid of. Now you can see we're already at 75% health. And the problem is, if we don't take these guys out, then there's going to be a point where they're going to fire a bunch of homing missiles, and it's practically impossible to dodge those like that. There is no, unfortunately, there's no dodging mechanic, like pressing space or anything. It will do that, but it won't actually get rid of them. I did see one of the ways of cheesing this is by going and landing on the ground and shooting it from there. But at that point, I'd rather just, listen, if we're going to cheese it one way, we might as well cheese it a fun way without any stamina drain. Or potentially, yeah, and that's, you can see right there that one of the issues. So now we're going to hit retry. Will I actually respawn with full health? Earlier today when I was trying to run this mission, I would spawn with like 1/3 of the health. Give this another try or two. You can see we're about to get hit by all those regardless. The dodge does not stop the homing missiles. What chapter are you on? We are on chapter 12. And tonight we are seeing this through to the end. Regardless, this is my finale. If we make it to the end, to the final boss and everything, I'll take it. If not, then so be it. Yeah, we just don't have enough stamina for all this. All right. So there's my 2 legitimate attempts. Let's give this a shot. We are going for unlimited stamina. I think even with this, it'll make a huge difference. Because as you can see, which it doesn't make any sense to have the dragon have stamina. In the first place. And that's 1 down. Probably one of the coolest mechanics in the game here. And just feels dragged down by the stamina bar. Damn. Even then, how many hours you put in? We put in about I think it was 70 hours. Yeah, just about. Let's see if the 1 hit still works. Nah, it doesn't seem to be. Even with a limited stamina, the amount of damage that they do is still pretty crazy. I did see a thing that suggested taking out the 1 all the way on the right first. So maybe we try doing that too. There we go. Another 1 down. I do want to, I mean, it's funny enough, I want to try this year doing more modding again. And now it's a more conversion mods rather than using just like cheats and such. Holy. Alright, almost. Got it. We got it. Whew. Participate in the departure ceremony.
Shit, what?
Now that felt more realistic. Like I said, we're having fun tonight. See what we got.
I stand here before you as Stefan Lanford of Calfade. But let me ask, who are you? Are you the houses you hail from? The banners you bear? Or the many titles that adorn you? Today, we stand united to put an end to the one who slaughters our brethren, whose twisted ideals bring ruin upon us. Caliburn must be stopped! He who sought to topple Hernand with his vile schemes. He who imposed his false justice upon Demonis. He who massacred our Paylunese allies. Caliburn is behind all of these atrocities. Even now, his jaws are set to snap around us. Who are you? You are the ones whose tale will be written in the history of this blood-soaked land. You are the living, sworn to stand until our enemies fall. You are the unbroken, hungry for freedom. Today, by our foes' blood, we carve our legacy into the land once more. We stand shoulder to shoulder for a single purpose. To protect those we cherish. Our neighbors, our comrades, our kin. On this day, we will fight as one. United until our final breath. This invasion, this reign of oppression, ends here. Today. For good!
Morale is high. Good. We'll strike their main forces first. Then we can secure the way to the fort. I'll take care of Caliburn.
Hey, you see me banging that drum? Today, blood will be spilled. Lives may be lost. But we will not yield. Lift high your swords and shields. Sound the horn of our final battle. We will march, and our enemies will fall.
The Greymanes have arrived.
Excellent.
Everyone's prepared.
You're a welcome sight, Greymane. We'll lead the charge. The Warhorn will be your cue to act.
Understood.
Take care. We'll meet again at Fort Musket. Alive.
See you there.
It's time. We're taking down Caliburn. I hate how they keep calling him Greymane like he doesn't have a name, right? Yeah, right? You could say Greymane for anybody there. I just realized our stuff. Oh wait, no. Whoa! What the hell? Move to where the Greymanes are gathered.
Cliff. Everyone ready?
Aye. Just waiting on the signal.
Signal my ass. I've got a better idea. What do you mean? Just burst in, tear it down. Fuck the signal, eh? Oh, you're at it again. There you are. What'd he say? Can we go yet?
Not yet,
Oh.
Jan.
This is bloody daft. I bet Lanford's already in there having a grand old time. He's leaving us nothing but scraps. Oh. Oh, about fucking time!
Cliff?
George! Leave none alive!
Here we go. The final battle.
I'm enjoying it.
What percentage are we even at? Oh, we're at 50%. The Abyss.
Go back to your old lands.
Pursue Caliburn. Be cool if I could call in the dragon here. Check your surroundings. You know, I really could see this game too, given time and everything. After listening to they did a FPS podcast, did an interview with the voice actor for Cliff. And apparently throughout the entire production of the game, he was pushing for Cliff having more personality and backstory and stuff, and they weren't necessarily giving that. But now with the game doing so well, I could see a scenario where, given enough time, that say they do actually get some writers that can tell a good story, and then they make some sort of DLC that's like, hey, here's everything that we had gameplay wise from like the good parts, but now an actual good storyline or something related to the Greymanes, or like giving more character, because there's so many characters that they could develop further here, like even Ludwig and the other, maybe more backstory on Mjordan and why he hates everybody. Or like why he wanted to get revenge and such. Do you have a beefy? Do I need a beefy PC? Not really. I have a 3080 Ti and i7 12th gen.
I had high expectations. But this took far too long.
Must you truly walk this path? There is still time to choose another course.
Bold words from one who cannot even see his own fate.
Caliburn!
Freymane, at last! Have you grown strong enough to face me? You think you two alone can stop me? Enough! You dare oppose me with such feeble power?
Damn.
Pathetic. Stand and behold. The moment all falls into my grasp.
Cliff!
I'll go after Caliburn. You help Damien.
Right. He's still in one piece. Fucking thing. Don't die.
Can you create your characters and only it's just this guy, but there is customization down the line. Oh. Caliburn has opened the gate to the final abyss. Restore the dormant abyss to find the path that will lead you to him. Head to the abyss. The armor is sick. Yeah, I do love this armor. We're in the end game now. We have to go over here? Shadow in the void. The doorway seemed like it was right here, but he went through it, so I think we have to go over there. Unless if I can fast travel to it. Nope. The audio is like glitching out here and there. Alright, I've got an idea. Did it say it can't be cooldown required before summoning? Really? I hope we're going the correct way. Yeah, it looks like it. I do have a fast travel point right there. I really hope we're going the right way here. If not, we need to come back to Fort Musket. So we'll have to remember that. Give it a second. I can't teleport. Because the abyss would be up in the sky. So I hope. Let me just confirm before we even go anywhere. The shadow in the void. Oh, okay. Whew, good thing I checked. Okay, so we have to... Yep, see the... I'm watching the video. Okay, so apparently there's potential puzzle that is not part of the quest line that you have to also do. So that's what we're about to potentially go do. You know what? For climbing sake and such, we're gonna ignore stamina. That way we can navigate this place without having to struggle much. And have some peace of mind. Okay, so I think we have to go... Oh, the other way. There's 2 triangles the other way. I would love to see, as the game gets more updates too, I would love to see more gameplay, like accessibility options and stuff added. I think there's a lot of stuff that they could add that's pretty standard. Like instead of tapping, hold for everything, or the option to enable hold, or toggle for a lot of stuff, ignoring or having. Must restore all nearby abyss. Okay, so this is the one that it mentioned. You see what it says in the video here? Jesus. Okay, so we gotta do 1,000,000 puzzles to go get to the boss in the void. Pretty much. Yeah, right now, so even though it's an optional thing, it is not actually optional. We have to go back to where the crow is. Yeah, because then you cannot access this area. This would teleport me, I think, to a spot supposedly up there. So, I think we have to go here, go to this triangle. Then from there, it'll take me to this thing. But then I can come back here, and then I can go to this one, which will then bring me to this one. And then that one will bring me there. Something along those lines. And this is one of those, tonight we finish this up or we don't scenarios. All right, so let me see this. Yeah, so we have to follow this triangle here. Last Crimson stream, that's the plan. I need to play something with a little bit more substance, storyline. I don't know what we're gonna do just yet. I might take off tomorrow morning and figure out, maybe record some stuff. I was thinking of starting a Starfield playthrough before the DLC and big update next week. Because it could be a good time to do that. Unless if there's any other like special smaller games that release. All right, this isn't too bad. It'd be nice if, like, a little direction there saying, like, hey, by the way, if you can't get to the abyss, you'll need to activate these abyss objects in here. Is the direction the only thing that turns you off it? Pretty much. The direction and also the puzzles. I mean, but that's the thing, is you can solve majority of the puzzle issue if there was more direction. Oh. Oops. So yes, I would say 100% yes. It's just sometimes they're just so, and it's not even for like, shoot. Well, I can stop. Whoa. Since when could you do that? You're kidding. Wait, what? Is that new? But I would say, yeah, a lot of them aren't even like, it's not the worst thing in the world. It's just, you would never know without watching a video for some of them, or you wonder how some people have figured them out. Okay, so now to get to the next area, we have to solve this puzzle here, supposedly. And then once this one is solved, then that gate will open up to be able to get to the boss. So I'll give it like 10 seconds to try to figure it out. I see these. Yeah, these must need to go to each individual thing. I see when it needs to happen, but so what's this one called? Trying to find this puzzle. Monolith crown. All right, so we have to do something with this. Okay, hold. One, two. Dude, this is crazy. Holy. All right, there we go. Whew. Otherwise, you would have to do that a million times. You'd have to turn that. It was like, turn the camera, turn up. Okay, now turn left. Now turn the camera to the right, go up. Then turn the camera to the left, go down. Turn the camera to the right, up. I am so thankful for the people out here that struggle with these prior. I don't know what happened because I blinked. Yeah, you missed it. The next time, dude, I swear, the next game that I play that has a puzzle that makes me think, but like genuinely I'm able to come to the conclusion of it by the end of it, I'm going to be so thankful. Where it, like, because there's a difference between something having you just so mind, like, every choice that you've tried so far that you think would make sense doesn't make sense, but then the one that you would never ever think of does. All right, so now that we got this, we should be able to... Sure, I'll save in a second. Okay, so now we need to go through here. You ever played Black Myth with Wukong? I did play a little bit of it. I did about 4 streams. It ended up not being fully for me. I enjoyed some of it, but it had like too much. It was going to take too much going back and forth grinding for me to be able to successfully take down some enemies without going too crazy. So I ended up playing, putting it down, but I enjoyed it for the bit that I did play. All right, so I think this one will now bring us to... God of War has some of the best puzzles in gaming. I can definitely see that. Yeah, there was some... I kind of remember some of them. Oh no. Oh no. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? Brother, please just latch onto something. Oh my god. Please. Holy. There's like 10 times we almost fell all the way down there. Yeah, we're like bouncing. Looking like a yo-yo, right? Where's the dragon in these parts, man? Come on. Oh, here we go. If we go to the right, we should be good. Yeah, now that I mean, for the moment, since we have unlimited stamina while climbing, it quite literally is Assassin's Creed in that sense. Just being able to climb everywhere without having to worry about falling. Okay, so now we are over here. Seeing where we need to go next. Okay. I think this should lead us to it. So, I mean, I guess that wasn't the absolute worst. That first puzzle, or well, that one where you have to turn, that thing would have been could have potentially been a lot worse. But luckily there's a video. Turn right, then turn left. Then, turn your camera right and move up. We're seeing this through together, though. Here we are. This gate is now open. There we go. How long will you play for? We get the dragon. We're going pretty much until we hopefully hit the credits. And we did get the dragon, yes. That's actually how we started tonight. We ran one of the missions that you have to do with the dragon. By the way, I secured a... Oh, looks like we're going this way. Secured a PS5 Pro today, prior to the prices going up again, in preparation for for Wolverine later this year, and potentially GTA if it only comes to the consoles traditionally, like how they traditionally do. And then I give that a second. What do they want you to do here? If I can latch onto that, that'd be perfect. Okay, there we go. Is stamina bugged? It is not. It is working as intended. I'm using unlimited stamina, so that way we can get through this. I've got none of them enabled at the moment, but we now have stamina mod equipped. Just to get through this. Speaking of mods, there is another... Oh, God. There is another one I do want to check out. Jesus Christ, man. Are you kidding me? Holy. There's a Watch Dogs mod that pretty much changes up the entire game and adds a bunch of like cut content and makes the city more livable. Oh, like, okay, there we go. I don't know how you're supposed to get up this way without this ability. See if I follow the steps here. All right, I thought I wasn't gonna need that video anymore, but let's see. Where else are we supposed to go here? Oh, there's a giant thing to climb on and punch. Oh, I see. Gotta take care of this thing. Store the pulse of the soaring. And that'll bring me up here. Perfect. Enter the Abyss Gate. Here we are. He's really going through it.
At last you've come. Another stone that stands in my path. Like the countless others I've crushed underfoot. You are but one more obstacle to obliterate.
Let me know when you're finished.
Tell me, Greymane. What sort of obstacle are you? One filled with a grand sense of self-importance? Or one whose will bends whichever way the winds blow? Or perhaps you're one simply consumed by greed?
You consider all the innocents you've slaughtered obstacles.
All that exists belongs to me. All that exists lives to serve me. And you too shall exist for me. Life into potential. And I alone now wield it.
The music, though, is him.
Everything, everyone will bend to my will.
Oh, wait.
So, why should anything lie beyond my reach?
Oh, he's got a green health bar too?
Creation with it. My will is dominion itself. Resist, and your blood shall ink my brushstroke.
Ouch. Alright, well now it's time to use one of these. It's okay, we got more, we got more. Brother, just come down. Oh my god. All right, we're using 30% for this one. I can't hit him.
Everything already belongs to me. Even you, Rayman. Yield or be crushed. This power and I are one.
Oh my. I can't see anything. It's like he pops up for a second and then he disappears. Please.
So, you cling to your naive, egoistic delusions. You are merely an obstacle that exists only to be destroyed. You think yourself worthy to stand in my way?
The world will not bend to your will.
Of course it will. There are myriad ways to remove an obstacle. You simply lack the imagination. To deal with such a naive fool as you requires a different approach. A foolproof method. And with it, I will make you mine.
Chase the unknown. Yurden, the avatar of Umbra. What in the Final Fantasy is this?
Back for more.
Are you Muirden, Caliburn, or someone else?
I exist everywhere. I am myself. I am everyone. I am everything.
Enough nonsense.
I encompass all. All flows back to me. The ache in every soul. The longing for immortality. The longing for beauty. The longing for endless power. The longing for perfect freedom. The longing for unconditional worship. I am the embodiment of every dark desire.
What the hell? What am I looking at? What am I looking at? The void. Time is passing very fast. How come you're not using the DLC shield? Right now I'm using the two swords. Is it bugged? Time is moving very, very fast. But maybe it's because we are in the void. Where the hell did he go? Do like a save and then reload. Did we just hit like retry or something? I'm scared of going back to the main menu. Oh, there he is. I was looking for you. He keeps on disappearing. Oh, but also the DLC shield, you have to, like, your back will automatically update to whatever your, like, a random shield. So you can't change it. Since I am using dual swords, it's just selecting a random one to put on my back. Damn. Why does it keep disappearing? Damn, we're almost on day 100. There he is. Yeah, that was some big damage right there. Oh, okay.
To deny me, to deny yourself.
My God, Bearded, why are you teleporting back and forth, my man? He's like, oh, he's dead. Nope, it's a trap. Oh my God. Dude. Jesus Christ. I can't wait to be done with this shit. I mean, it's not as bad as the tanks. I'm pretty sure Mortismall Gaming put a video out. I need to check it out. But I think he put a video out on this type of like revive system becoming more common in games. And it's such a weird way of doing it. Yumi Kiss, thank you for the gift.
One with me, and you will be free to harbor every heart and every soul, to exist with them eternally, and carry their yearning forever. Why do you say nothing? Are you no different?
I cannot become one with all. You and I cannot coexist. So all will not become one with you.
It really is Final Fantasy now. What the hell, dude? Umbra. What? This game is something else, dude. Use Force Palm to break through Umbrella's weakness. Umbra's, not Umbrella. I'm trying to. Force Palm is middle mouse button, right? Hello? I don't know, man. Okay, I have to be doing something wrong here. I'm pressing middle mouse button. Use force palm. Bruh. This is a game where nobody said no in development. Yeah, for real. You will know when you need it. So am I supposed to just, is it just like objective survive moment right now? Am I just supposed to keep on dodging? Objective, survive. I love that these get redirected as if they're heat-seeking missiles. Oh, damn. Here we go. And there it is. Good God. Best pet dragon ever. True. Very good pet dragon. Oh man, I wasn't sure if we were actually going to make it to the screen. Gameplay programming. Look, here's all the people that didn't say no. Oh, we're going to put this in it. Do it. We're going to put this in it. Do it. We're going to put this in it. Do it. We're not going to put that in that. No, don't do that. Oh my gosh, man. So when's the second playthrough? You know, I was genuinely saying earlier, given some time, I do think this is a game I will probably revisit. Whether that's content added, whether that's such a drastic updates from now, because in the last 2 updates that this game got, it has gotten better. I personally think there's quality of life stuff, there's balancing, there's new features, new animations, and if they continue to treat this game like that, if they continue to almost serve it as a live service, I really think that there could be something very different and cool here a year from now. I think playing it for what it was for the last 2 weeks or so, and then finishing up the main story and seeing what comes over time now that the game has been out and now that it's getting content or updates, patches, so on, I do think that this will warrant a new playthrough, or at least returning to it at some point. What that will be, who knows? But it's one of those games where every time there's a new patch, I'm probably going to look over it and see, okay, what did they change? What did they add? What did they do? Because it seems like they've been doing it at such a fast pace that it's been really cool to see. I think long term, this is going to be a great game. I think it's a pretty good game. Despite some turbulence I was feeling, I think it is still a lot. I think there's still so much foundations for making a great game. I just think it was like, okay. I still feel like if it would have ended where chapter 8 ended, at that point, I think the game would have been great. I think the next few chapters after that really drug it down. And of course, that moment right there was pretty cool. But like, I have so many questions. Like, what even is the Abyss? Who even was this guy? Like, was Muradin actually a guy the whole time? Or was it just this Umbra person? Was Caladrin... What was his name? Caladrin? Was he actually a person this whole time? Or was it just him as well? Like, I have so many questions for all of this. So many questions. Oh, I see Alex Jordan. Dwayne. Alec Newman for Cliff. Neil Newbon. Oh, so I knew it. Neil Newbon did a lot of voices in this. Devora Wild was the White Crow. Additional voices. Yeah, there was a lot of moments where I could hear each of them. Good ending. I think it was, you know, okay. You kind of just defeat the guy and then that's it. And then you fall out the sky. Now we'll see if there's anything after we get through the credits or hit close here. So you load in and summon your dragon before you end the stream? Probably. I mean, we'll probably do maybe like one more, like, call the dragon and see how far we can get. Oh. This is Old Cliff?
Cliff. Today's the day.
You've decided then? No need to rush it.
I'm ready. How are the others?
They'll be fine. Let's go.
Wait, I'm having deja vu. Yeah, I forgot there is an epilogue. So I think now we're in the epilogue.
This way.
Day 66. Oh, look at the husky.
Tell me, how you holding up?
A little tired, that's all.
You look weathered.
I've weathered a lot.
The banter's new. We haven't had a moment's pause since that night.
Peace and calm were strangers to us.
We all carry that night with us, every step of the way. But now, the Greymanes can lay that burden down. Thanks to you. Cliff, it's time to lay down the burden you carry. Be free.
Pointy-eared bulldog.
Bunka. You've always stood by me. Thank you.
It's what we do. Brother, take care of yourself.
Complete all main quests. Oh my gosh. Visit Hernand. A journey's end. Oh, we've got a lot. Visit Hernand. Visit Calfade, Demonis, Gorthak, Delicia, and Fort Musket. Then visit Varnia. We gotta check in with each of them. You know what? We're even gonna take off the helmet for this. How'd you set the picture brightness and contrast? I think my brightness is just up to 50... 55. I think that was about it.
Put this hat on.
What's that guy doing?
Come back here.
Guard! Guard!
Is that you, Greymane?
Cliff? Yes.
How are things?
Same as ever, though not entirely, I suppose.
All's quiet, sir.
Good work. Go on. Spend the evening with your families.
Aye, Marshal.
That's Baron to you now.
Oh, right.
Now. There's no need for that. Go on.
Thank you, my lord.
Yes, my lord.
Don't overwork yourself, my lord.
You better not make that mistake again.
It was here we first crossed paths, Greymane. Since that day, a great deal has changed. Hope has returned to the citizens.
And now it seems you've been made a baron.
That I have. Duke Celeste insisted upon it. A responsibility I fear I wear like a poorly tailored cloak.
You'll do well.
Thank you. I'll trust your judgment.
And the others? Also in good health?
With Demonis' stranglehold slackening, Duke Celeste pours himself into rebuilding Hernan.
Marquis Circus is the same as ever. Brighter, perhaps, now that his people know peace. This is what we fought for, is it not? Days such as these. Much has changed, yet the streets and stalls still bustle. It shows that some things endure.
Yes, I suppose they do.
Baron, if I may.
I'll be with you shortly. Now, there's a festival on, and by order of the Baron, go and enjoy it.
Aye, my lord.
I'm glad we could at least share a word.
As am I.
Ethan Hernand. All right, let's go over to this one. I think it was a solid game. So much potential to make it amazing. How would you rate it now? See, I would have said 8. Like, I think I would have consistently said the game was solid. Personally, 8. If it would have ended in chapter 8. With everything that the mechanics wise and some of the quests towards the end, I would probably say it's closer to a 7 for me. Maybe even a 6. Like, the final few hours, personally, were really dragging the game down to a point of, like, I was loving the middle of it, and I still wanted to play more. I wanted to do more Greymane stuff, but we never got any more. It was like, after we liberated Payloon, that was it. Like, there wasn't anything else to do with the Greymanes, and that was like one of my favorite parts. Some of the bosses towards the end, just mechanically, just genuinely were not fun. It felt like they were built for a completely different game compared to like the experience throughout the rest of the game, even with fully upgraded gear or upgraded equipment. And just from every single quest that I looked up online too, I would always like glance at the comments, and every single time it was like, this is the worst thing I've ran into yet. This is the worst boss. This is the worst puzzle. This is the worst. Like, every single time it was a track record. And I think it's going to also be like that as people reach those later chapters. I think people are going to realize that in the middle is where the game is great. It's so much fun. It's such a weird feeling too, because like the game starts off not great. It starts out okay, but then it gets better, and I would even say it gets great in some spots too. Like, it becomes a really good time. And then it was wild to see it kind of fall. I mean, still happy I played it. Still glad to have spent the time, but I don't know.
How are you?
I really want to see how it ends up being for other people too, though, that end up completing at least the main story. I also was seeking out more of those quest lines, which I've mentioned a few times. Before we even left Hernan, I really enjoyed doing the House of Circus, the House of Roberts, and Alfonso quests. I thought these were all pretty good. And a lot of them had some like really cool ones, like the Fallen Kingdom. King of the Fallen Kingdom was really interesting. A lot of these Hearts of Anvil Hill and taking down those were a lot of fun. I think these... Yeah, even these quest lines, like for Baron Alfonso, were a lot of fun. But I never found any of those over in Demonis. Like this one, House Azarian, Letter of Silence, go find the loot. Or take out Tristan, go find the loot. This one, go here, take out this guy. Go here, take out this guy. I don't know what's next. Same here. Like this one too. Eastern Court, Western Court, Southern Court. It's just basically go and kill 3 bosses. Rather than actually having a storyline compared to these quest lines in Hernan. Like these were a story that you would follow. From the missing family seal to the traces of the intruder. And granted, they weren't the best storylines out there. But they were still something that was semi-interesting. In my opinion.
Cliff, you're...
I'm all right.
I heard you vanished from Fort Musket. It's good to see you in one piece.
Same to you.
I believe I made you a promise. Now that all's said and done, I'd love to honor it, but...
But peace doesn't maintain itself.
Aye. Well said. I'm afraid you are correct. Peace is the result of vigilance. So we must keep our steel sharp and our minds sharper. An unyielding shield must live up to the name. And with that, I must take my leave. Training calls. Would you care to join?
I have my own tasks to see to.
Understood. Please enjoy your time in Calfade.
Okay. Time to go visit Demonis. I mean, that's kind of cool going back to each of these. I would... Here's another part. Instead of me going... I hope that after all of this, after going to each of these locations to wrap up the storylines, I hope there's a quest that's like, okay, now that you're done speaking to the members of each city, go back and talk to all of your Greymane companions. I really hope there's... I don't know why we hopped off right there. Because I feel like that would make more sense. Like, we talked to Unka for a second. But where's Jan? Where's Damien, even? Where's Dwayne? Where's all the other characters that we met? It's funny, playing this, I feel like has also made me want to go and play the games that this game was
Very limit.
almost obviously inspired by.
Yes, mate.
It makes me want to go back, play Red Dead. It wants me to go back and play
How fare the preparations for the banquet?
The manor alone.
Shadow of War and Mordor.
Your guest list is formidable.
Have you forgotten? We're preparing
And The
outer
Witcher.
grounds as well, as you instructed.
Of course, must have slipped my mind. Then there should be no issue.
You seem busy.
Who?
It's fine. An honored guest. Step aside.
Yes, milady.
Welcome, Greymane. Apologies for not recognizing you. I was wondering how you'd fared.
Demonis seems different.
That it is. Thanks to you and your bold coalition, of course. The dark days of Caliburn and Bastia's iron rule are behind us. A new era deserves a proper beginning, does it not?
Hence the celebration.
Just so. A gathering to honor all who stood firm against injustice. Naturally, Marshall and any like-minded traitors aren't invited.
Surprised they're still breathing.
I expected you'd say as much. Be at ease. I've no intention of curbing my wrath. So much has changed since that day. Caliban's loyalists lost their voice, and the streets are alive again. The very fact I can walk beyond my estate is proof enough.
All right, we're just gonna walk with her. I've been trying to get the legendary horse. I keep getting knocked off.
In the king's
I
absence,
saw somebody
Demonis
mention
was
if
all
you
but
like
stripped
hold
of its
down
freedom,
S, I
seized
think it
by
was
those who clawed their way into power.
something like that.
Any word
That should
so
do it.
much as bruised Caliban's pride was enough to see someone dragged away by his hound, Bastia. And made an example of, as my sister was.
I'm sorry.
Don't be. You avenged her. Now I plan to spend my life setting Demonis right again.
Who are they?
The hands of Caliban's treachery.
And Byron and Marshall? They won't face such punishment.
Who has the right to sentence a noble house to death? Only His Majesty, still upon his sickbed. So they but buy their freedom and strut smugly home. But there is one thing they do not yet know. King Edward will rise from that bed soon enough. And when he does, His Majesty will see every last traitor purged.
Another bloodbath.
Well, they don't mess around. Gotta find a way to that spot. How many more are there? Another one up here. I think the closest one would be going here. Cooldown required before summoning. Are you kidding me? Brother, why is there such a long cooldown? Wait, is there a jump spot? Damn. Okay, this is the furthest one that I have to get to. Swim 100 meters at full speed without resting. Alright, let's see if I can call my mount. Oh, this is where we can get the mechs. We're kind of almost there. Looks like there might be a fast travel. Nice. That's what we needed.
Good day. One sec, chat. Okay.
Hi there.
Alright, talk to him.
Things seem to have settled down.
That you, Greymane? Seems you've aged a few years.
I might have.
You must have been through a fair bit of hell. We're knee-deep in this mess the war left us. Marnie seemed to have come to his senses, apologized, and offered various kinds of support. Though the bastard sent one of his damned bugs, saying they'll help rebuild the city. Like I'd ever let those pests enter the city. They slaughtered my men. Told him to shell off, took the supplies, and that was that. Lunatic. You see the A-tag over there?
What's it doing out here?
You've only seen her as a weapon of warfare. But I took to tinkering with her, and now she's refitted for field work. Fine little thing, too. Does 10 men's work without a word of complaint. Though, after all that's happened, everyone's a bit unsettled by machines. They've seen what happens when a tool slips out of human hands. But we still need them in our lives. We'll just have to look for the right balance.
I'm sure you'll manage.
I hope so. Ah, and congratulations. Heard you blew the Sky Fortress to pieces. Well, if I'm being honest, I didn't actually think you'd pull it off. Well, I should get back to supervising. Make sure to come by when the city's rebuilt.
All right. Off to the next one. There is still part of me that's debated about maybe doing a little bit more content in the game rather than forcing main story stuff. Maybe spending time doing, wait, where is it? This one disappeared now. Read the memory about the secrets of the helmet. Where? Just subbed, waiting for a Steam sale so I can play. I think getting this game on sale is going to be an absolute steal. Oh shoot. Because I don't have the helmet on. Right, you're only allowed to go in there if you have your helmet on. It could be this letter in here. Caliburn's orders. Send Orbian to Fort Musket and Demonis. Evolving city. Oh, so it is this one. I see some people activate it from here, but I don't know how to activate this. Like the same way you would activate the... Oh, there we go. Jeez. But then I don't have a way to go all the way to the right. Oh no, we're locked in this again. There's no way to go to Delicia. On the right-hand side. Mother.
You're taking the piss, mate. Oh. Hang on now.
He doesn't look dangerous. Seems so. Don't cause trouble, you hear? Open it. You may pass.
Consider yourself well met.
Mm-hmm. Good day.
It says open up. All right, so we have to go to this armor space. It does bring me to this, but then I have no way of going to the right to Delicia. For PC players who are stuck, start the first part in the city, then travel to the Museum of Marnie, play the Vigione. It's the only place I was able to do it. When selecting the helmet on mouse and keyboard, you cannot cycle between regions at the top. Yep. Workaround is to press the Windows button to bring out desktop, then go back into the game, and it should bring back the game pointer. Another option would be to connect a controller and cycle. Press the Windows button to bring out the desktop mouse pointer. See. Oh. Oh, wait, that worked.
Ah, it's recorded. First, allow me to congratulate you. You've reached this memory at last. Your persistence and effort deserve applause. Now, to the heart of the matter. Do you recall what I said at the start? That the Visione meddles with the user's mind. In truth, that's no flaw. It's by design. The Visione doesn't simply record its surroundings. It reads and stores the user's emotions, and that data is delivered straight to me. It's mastered the subject's emotions, thoughts, even the actions stirred within them. That's what I was after. I sought to learn what truly moves a human to act. So now, I must thank you. If my calculations are correct, I have surpassed my creator. Thanks to you, I'll evolve even further. And in the days to come,
There we go. We got that one done. See, that's another thing is, see, for a second there, I'm thinking, maybe I will still play a bit more to explore and do maybe more of the Greymane stuff. But at the same time, I'm also like, maybe I should just, maybe we should just let him cook, you know? Let him just figure some stuff out. Artemis 2, I heard of it. I don't know, not off the top of my head at least. Maybe we play some Black Desert instead. I actually booted up Black Desert Online for the first time today in a few years. Visit Fort Musket. How's the game? So tempted? I can confirm it's a fun time for majority of it. I can also say the longer you wait, probably the better it will get. So, if you're hesitant or unsure still, the more patches the game gets, the better it has been getting each time. I forgot to swap helmets.
Hear me! We've purged the rot that gnawed Demonis from within. But we cannot rest easy. A threat still waits beyond our walls. Across that desert lie the tribes who hunger for our fall. If they spy the slightest weakness, they'll set upon us without hesitation. Now, stay sharp and make ready with haste. Watchtowers will be manned at all hours, patrols extended. We safeguard more than this stone. We've lives in our hands. Ah, Greymane, truly, is it you?
A great deal's happened.
So it seems. Your face alone tells of hardships I cannot fathom. We intend to remain here and defend Demonis. And you? What are your plans?
I intend to wander where my feet take me.
Our nation owes a great debt to you all. You most of all. When Demonis stands steady, that debt will be repaid.
Your Grace, no movement in the desert yet.
Good. Keep preparing.
Visit Varnia. Yeah, the helmet is something else. Not bad, not bad. Okay, we got one more spot to go to. Where the hell is that? I don't even know. New Horizons. Have I not been up there? What the hell? Varnia, the city in the desert, and enjoy respite within its exotic streets and vibrant market. I've never been up there. All right, this is when surely we can use the It's 4,000 meters away. We can't use our map. Are you kidding? Is this right? Am I supposed to do this? Hey, I'm glad we've got the stamina. It looks like we're crossing the Crimson Desert. I think I see it all the way out there. Ouch. Let me make sure. Oh. Okay. Well, I guess we're going like this. And make sure there's no abyss. Yeah, we just gotta go measly 4,000 meters. That's all. Just let this guy fly his dragon, for God's sake, right? The epilogue here is longer than I expected. We're just gonna do it like this. Okay, now I'm very, very thankful for the unlimited stamina now. All right, we almost made it 1,000 meters. I think this even lets me go up higher. Who needs a dragon when you can just do this? Cheese mode activated? Seriously. So curious about modding this game. On Nexus Mods, They have a lot. I'm using a program called WeedMod right now that makes it a little bit simpler. It just hooks, like, pretty much you launch the game and then you launch that and you hit play and it essentially just unlocks it. I'm using that. It's more of like a one-time activation instead. Because like if you use Nexus mods, those are more so permanent changes unless if you go in and you delete whatever mod that you install. So like I could play this right now with a limited stamina and then tomorrow play in, and if I never launch the program, then we're back to normal. But I would say you get more mods and capabilities with something like Nexus because it does have that freedom of so many more just options. Holy. You know, if you could just call in your dragon and fly across, this would be so cool. The Trader's Expanse. More than halfway there. $900 meters. I think that's the town right there. Look at that. Just a straight across. That's kind of funny. Good timing on the ad, that's true. It might be there right in time. I see it's over in like 10 seconds. You might get there right as it's over. Look around, Varnia.
Oh, I'm so scared.
Greymane? Is that
Bastion?
you?
It's been a while.
It has. And you've changed. Quite a bit. I've heard much about you. About the Calfade War. The Black Bears you put down. About Delicia and the great battle in Demonis. When you travel as much as I do, news finds you. Most of it was harrowing to hear. I'll admit, I worried. But part of me was relieved to hear anything at all. At least it meant you were still alive and well.
You're traveling to make maps?
Yes. I'm making my way to every corner of Pywel. I think this wandering life suits me, though. I wake up every morning refreshed and full of excitement.
Sounds like a good way to live.
I owe it all to you, Greymane. Where are you headed now?
I'm not sure.
Then, how about the desert? Legend is, countless people fell there long ago, turning the sands crimson with their blood. Many walk the desert in memory of the fallen and wishing for peace. Folks say everyone in Pywel should walk the desert once in their life. Why not go there and trek across it yourself? Once we part, who knows when we'll meet again? I'll be wishing you well, wherever your road leads.
There it is. You know, I just realized something. I think this quest line all the way out here is too late. One of these quest lines, this one right here, I think this guy is technically part of the Greymanes. And that's why I have a few missing. But it never showed up in here, so I never did it. But, oh well. And there it is. The Crimson Desert. Title drop. Surely we have a fast travel point over here that we can at least grab before anything else. There it is. And we did it. Chat. I think this is where we call this playthrough for now. And I truly hope that this game gets updates and content or just something that changes it. I hope to look back from now 3 months, a year, 6 months, however long it takes. I hope to look back and see that this game has gotten more updates and more content and so on, because I think there's so much potential with it still. I really do think now that they have, you know, this main story, if they did do a DLC and they focused more on actually telling a good story with all the characters, whether it's Greymanes, whether it's whoever it may be, I think there's a lot of more storylines you could tell here and add for all of them, and I hope to see them do that, because I enjoyed it for what it was. If we, for some reason, say if I get a spike and I'm like, you know what, I want to play some more, we're just gonna go do some side content, we might do that. I don't know. Right now, I'm gonna say this is it, but I'm not saying there won't be any more. I'm saying there could be some more if I don't figure out something to play tomorrow night. I could potentially see myself playing a little. Now that I'm not like in any rush for this story or anything, and now it's more of a just see what we get up to. But a lot of times when I end up doing that for games, it sounds good in my head, but then I do it, and then I'm like, meh, I don't know. We'll see, though. But for now, I'm going to call it here. Probably no stream tomorrow morning, but I will be back tomorrow evening. And we'll see what we're playing. Maybe some more of this, maybe something else. I don't know. We'll find out. But for now, that is it. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for watching. And hopefully, I will see you in the next one.